Hello and welcome to No Look Reviews, where we watch United games so you don't have to. Breaking news today. Sheikh Jassim of Qatar has pulled out of the bid to buy Manchester United. So that leaves with Sir Jim Ratcliffe as the only bidder left in this war. Aahil, what are your quick thoughts on that?
It's sad, disappointing. The Qataris did promise that they would help shape United's future. They would help invest in United, get rid of their debts, improve their training facilities that had been shit on by Ronaldo, as you remember. Also, the stadium itself. They were going to invest in a bunch of things in the team as well, in the squad as well. It would have been a lot better in terms of Ten Hag's future and Ten Hag's plan and mission. So I had a lot of positive hopes coming in from that, but I guess not anymore because that is outside of the realms of possibility.
Yeah.
And at this point, Jim Ratcliffe has said that, or there are rumors that Jim Ratcliffe is going to buy 25% of the ownership and that he maybe gets to make all the footballing decisions. And hopefully we get some positives out of it, but you never know. Yeah.
So yeah, those of you who don't know about the two bids, Sheikh Jassim offered 100% to buy the club, clear all the debt from the club, and then again pledge more money to invest in the infrastructure around the stadium. Whereas Sir Jim Ratcliffe, like I mentioned, only offered to buy 25% of the voting shares for control over the footballing decisions. But again, nothing about the debt that the club currently has or anything to do with the Glazers. I think this is a clear example of what people call Glazernomics. Again, they had a huge bid around two times more than the market capitalization of the club to buy the club, and the Glazers straight out rejected that money. So again, it's just something that leaves United in a very turbulent position, I would say, for the next coming years.
Yep. I feel like the club hasn't been up to par. We haven't been performing. We don't. The value that the Glazers are asking for is straight up greedy, and it's just at the end of the day, it's just greed. They're just asking for more and more. They made a promise to the fans that they would give back, that they would actually do something to make a difference, that would actually be a satisfactory result for the fans and for everyone in charge. But I guess they just never know how to live up to expectations or to live up to their promises. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see how this ends up being, but I'm hoping things work out for us at the end of the day, that things do improve, that maybe Ratcliffe uses some of his expertise, some of his knowledge in terms of football, some of his connections to bring in some people into the club, and hopefully that can help shape our future. And I guess on that point, we can talk about Paul Mitchell, one of his good buddies, I guess. Connections. One of the good connections. Yeah. What do you have to say about that?
So those of you who don't know, Paul Mitchell is, I would say, a technical director of football, chief scout for different various clubs across Europe. I would say his main accomplishments, he was at Southampton, where they had their surge in 2013 when they first came into the Premier League. Players like Dusan Tadic, Nathaniel Klein, Sadio Mane, who's like a global superstar right now. Then he moved with Mauricio Pochettino to Tottenham, where they signed the likes of Dele Alli, and that's a player he scouted way back in MK Dons. This is even before Southampton. Brought in Heung-min Son, Kieran Trippier again, both of these players like global superstars right now. And then he moved to RB Leipzig, who are now like a juggernaut in Germany. I would say one of the big clubs in Germany right now. Got in Christopher Nkunku, Nori Mukulele, Emil Smith-Rowe, Patrick Schick, Mateus Cunha, who's now at Wolves. And then I think lastly he's at Monaco. He's gonna leave his position at the end of the season, so June 2024, and I think that lands him up pretty well. Based on when Sir Jim Ratcliffe will actually get control of the club, if things are actually what they say in the news. So, he's a very good technical director, football director, whatever you want to say. And I think that's the one positive out of this. If Sir Jim Ratcliffe actually does get a hold of footballing decisions, then Paul Mitchell might actually come into the club, and maybe that could improve recruitment. But again, it's as of right now, there's no news on that. We're just speculating. So things are not looking that bright.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, his contract expires in June 2024. He could still sign an extension. So at this point, if we can get things going, Ratcliffe ends up getting the decisions. He gets the timelines that he's going to start working at the club and start like making the changes. He can probably start talking about it with Paul Mitchell and whoever not as soon as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, as we've seen at United, our scouting, our recruitment has not been up to par. We have not been able to get things going.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very interesting kind of situation, I guess, at this point. Hopefully things work out. Hopefully we end up signing some good director of football, and that's where I'm at with this. I just hope things work out for us, but you never know. Things haven't been great as far for us, But
yeah. And what does that mean for Ten Hag? I mean, you've seen at Chelsea, the Todd Bowley, again, he had Thomas Tuchel coming in when he first took over Chelsea, and then quickly got rid of him, brought in Graham Potter, and then got rid of him again because Todd Bowley's not someone who makes footballing decisions. And again, with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, even if you look at what's happening at Nice, when he took over, since he took over, they finished 6th, 9th, 5th, 9th again. So yeah, I mean, again, I don't think he's made that much of an impact at Nice. They've always been a mid-table club. They might have some top finishes, but they've always been mid-table, and they've just been lingering around there. So again, it's not looking bright at all.
They haven't improved upon since Ratcliffe joined. I mean, they're currently second right now, but it's also the start of the season, and you never know what happens. PSG hasn't had the brightest start. There are a bunch of clubs in the top 5 that can actually kind of stay there and maybe kick Nice down. So we'll never know till the end of the season to see if Ratcliffe actually made a difference. But I haven't seen much in terms of Nice, so it'll be interesting to see at the end of the day. But yeah.
So what are your thoughts on this news? Feel free to comment on the video below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We would love all of your support. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.